Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to transform Brazilian wool to this amazing weft, from this to looking as beautiful as this weft. And now I have two methods today, so if this is something that you definitely want to watch, why not stick around? You stood out 'cause you were in red. Welcome lovely. So let's bump right into what this video really is about. So you want to grab your Brazilian wool, make sure it's looking as neat as possible. Then this is the method that I use to just speed up the whole process to getting my Brazilian wool ready. So when you are done with all of that, you cut it with your scissors. You can just have any desired length that you want. Make sure that it's looking as natural as possible, and yes, we don't want it to have blunt ends. And most especially is because the whole idea is for us to have that natural looking weft, so we want to make this as natural as possible. So I've been getting questions as regards which Brazilian wool are you actually using. Some people actually think that this is not Brazilian wool. This is Brazilian wool. When you want to get this particular type in the market, you have to make sure that its look is the biggest size and is the type that has this natural look. So let's move on to this tutorial. So when you grab your Brazilian wool, you cut and then you make sure you stretch so that you can have this natural looking ends like as it is on the screen already. So we're going to transform this into weft, and yes, there are two methods to this, especially if you don't have the required equipment for the second method. So the very first method, we want to set our rope for the first method. Now this method is a hand-tied method. It's very easy. It's something that any beginner can actually do by themselves. So you want to grab your Brazilian wool extension, and then you just want to follow this procedure. I don't know how to explain this part, but just follow what I am doing. You get it. So you just want to keep adding little strands by strand, not too tiny, not too big, but if you want to do it tiny, girl, you are good to go. Just do what is actually comfortable for you. So basically this is what this is the amount of strands that I'm picking. So you just want to keep following this procedure until you are done with creating all the wefts that is needed. Well, personally I prefer the second method, especially because it's not time consuming. This first method is actually time consuming because you have to do a whole lot, and girl, when are you gonna be done with doing all of that? So the second method is actually very easy. If you don't have a sewing machine and you're in Nigeria, we have those they call them obioma tailors. You can just take your weft to them and just direct them on what to do. And I'm sure they should be able to do it, or you take it to any tailor that you're already used to. Basically, I know most people would not want you to use their machines to sew extension, especially if they don't have any idea on how to do that. Anyways, this is how the first method works. So we're gonna grab our comb and brush this through, and then the next thing you want to do is to make sure that the ends are looking as natural as possible. You don't want to have some parts looking longer and some parts looking shorter. So we're gonna work on that with our scissors, and this is how it's looking already. So now let's get this thing off this rope because we're gonna be working on the second method. I actually prefer the second method. Like I said, it's so easy to do. So you want to secure the ends like so, and to do that you just tie the knots like it is on the screen. Just secure it once is enough. Do the same for the other side, secure it. Then the next thing you need to do is to cut it with your scissors, and we're gonna be making use of the lighter to just secure that end so that it would not start going off the thread, the Brazilian wool that was used to actually create this masterpiece. So moving on, if you're yet to give this video a huge thumbs up, I'm sure you're already impressed with what you're seeing already. Trust me, this extension is something. If you don't want to do the crochet method, having that natural look, you don't want to do the crochet method, this is something that you can work with. When you're done, you add some clips to the ends and then secure to your hair and you're good to go. Very easy, very easy hairstyle. So this is the first method. So now moving on to the second method, which is the best for me. Let me know which one actually works for you in the comment section. So the first thing you need to do, you need to spread your Brazilian wool to the desired, should I say, to the desired size or volume. That's the perfect word, volume, that you actually want this to look. If you want it fuller, you want it scanty, spread it, get it to your sewing machine, and you just sew it. This is actually a straight sewing, a sewing machine that sews in a straight form. But if you have a zigzag sewing machine, that could work. The only thing is that instead of stitching about 4 times, or should I say 6 times in a straight sewing machine, you'll be doing just 3 or 2 because it's zigzag. But this is a straight sewing machine, so I went by 3 times, when I was done sewing the first line. Then I just flip it, and I just sew the second line, flip, and sew the third line before you will do the next step. So this is basically what you're going to be doing. This is so we can have that base of that, how weft usually look like now. It has this very neat finish at the top part. So that is basically what we are trying to create over here. So this is the second time, so I'm just going to go by the third time, and then after doing the third one, I'm going to just turn the Brazilian wool like you're folding it into 2, and then we'll start sewing. So if this is something that you're really impressed about, let me know in the comment section. If you're gonna try this out, let me know in the comment section. And yes, this is Brazilian wool. This is Brazilian wool, the same one that I used in the video. This is the Brazilian wool. This is how it came out looking like. So now that we are done sewing the third track, we are going to flip this into 2, and we are going to start sewing. Now this track, for this one, you can sew it like 4 times depending on how satisfied you're okay with how the weft is looking like. You just go by just 4 times, and then while you're sewing, make sure that you're arranging it properly, and then you're sewing, arrange it, sew, and do that until you're done with how the weft is looking like. And the amazing part about this second method is the fact that when you're done sewing all of these wefts, it is, as in, the hair is so secure. Now you're not talking of, oh, this hair is pulling out. No, it is so secured. Like, this is guaranteed. It is so secure, especially if you actually stitch this properly. It's very secure. You're gonna be seeing what I actually mean very soon, so don't go anywhere. And don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. And yes, thank you to all my returning subscribers. Thank you guys for your support. You guys are totally the best. If you're new to my channel, we do a lot of DIYs and hair transformation, amazing hacks and all of that. So why not stick around to this channel by subscribing if you haven't. Give this video a huge thumbs up, turn on notifications so as to get updated when I post new videos. And yes, this is how the weft is looking like. See how strong it is. Like, this one is not the fact that it's pulling out or is shifting to the left, to the right, just like Beyonce's song, to the left. Anyways, this one is just very secured and all of that. So I'm gonna be sewing the second one, so that you guys can actually understand how this is done. So I'm thinking, what should I use this to do? I think I'm gonna use this for a ponytail. Yes, so if you want to see how I was able to transform this to a ponytail, stick around, because in my next video I am gonna be showing you all of that and the amazing hack that you can actually use do your ponytail without drawstring. Yes, without drawstring nets. Let me be very clear, without drawstring nets. I'm just going to be showing you how to do a ponytail hack with your rubber band. So if that is something that you would definitely like to watch, stick around to this channel and let me know if you're so super amazed about this video in the comment section. Thank you, lovelies, for your support. You guys are totally the best. So when you're done sewing your track, you go by one more time. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch this video so that you can pretty much understand it.
New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. number. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you.
So this is how the wefts are looking like it is so amazing, looking as though it is natural hair. Imagine adding this to your hair, like nobody is gonna know that this is Brazilian wool. So natural and very lovely. So if you want to pack this is how you can do that. Just add you can use any ribbon, or I actually got this shiny piece from a used hair that I got. So whatever thing that you want to use, you just package this, then add clip-ins if you want to have that clip-ins, or like natural hair clip-ins using Brazilian wool. This would work very well. You've seen several videos of how people transformed, create that natural hair using Brazilian wool. So I feel like if you cannot crochet it on your hair, and something you want to use and use over time, then this would definitely work. Having it as a weft would definitely work. So lovelies, thank you so much for watching this video to this extent. You guys are totally the best. I love you so much. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts, your opinions? Is this something you're gonna try out? Let me know in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye lovelies.